Hi, I'm Vinny Messina. I'm the fleet manager for the Town of Islip, Central Vehicle Repair. Recently we were approached by, I was approached by Arthur, the personnel director, and brought to my attention that we would be getting some BOCES students, or a chance to work with the BOCES students that are in the automotive field, a little hands-on in the shop. They could work with some of our guys here. Some of our guys actually went to BOCES, and we thought it would be a good fit.
Angie Carpenter was the one who kind of came up with the concept, and she asked Tom Owens, who's our Commissioner of Public Works and Parks, to work with me, the two of us together, try to put a program together that makes sense. So we were encouraged to run with it, and I think so far, honestly, it's given me some great feedback. I think we've been very successful to date. The folks at BOCES are absolutely terrific. We worked with them to design the program. They have a great enthusiasm for the students and generating real quality coming out of their shops.
It's very important for our students here at, in the Career and Technical Education at the Academy to have hands-on experience as part of their coursework, to not only get the didactic part or the lecture part of the course, but also the hands-on. A lot of what we do, we like to see our students translate into a work environment, and part of that is through internships, through our work-study programs.
Everybody's a winner in it. The students, of course, win because they get to bring their skills that they've learned at BOCES into a realistic, real environment and apply those skills. Our employees are thrilled to work with them so far, and it's really been just terrific. They've actually formed little friendships out of it too, because our folks are really appreciative of the fact that these guys come with a great enthusiasm for their work.
A lot of these students have taken these courses because they have selected it. So we do have a captive audience in that sense. It's not something that is chosen for them. It's something that they've chosen for themselves. So it's getting them here, getting them ready to work, ready to learn. Our teachers are all first professionals in their own field and then became educators. So they have, you know, as an instructor or as a mentor, a real-life mechanic, a person who's worked in the field for many years, and now they're in the classroom kind of giving back to that profession and sharing their knowledge and expertise in the classroom.
So the automotive program is a 2-year program. We have everything from live work in the shop, as you can see around us, to town vehicles, which we are lucky enough to have a partnership with. And the students come in, they do a little lecture in the morning, which is the written part. And then after that, they go into the shop for about an hour or two, and depending on how long the lecture is, and they work on hands-on part. So I tried to select second-year students, and I tried to select students, obviously, that had good attendance and good grades, and just basically showed that willingness to want to learn and kind of go further. And we send them there a couple days a week, and they work hand in hand with the Town of Islip and do whatever they need them to do, and they have everything from big trucks, right, to cars and small equipment, so it gets the kids a real versatile, you know, sense of what they can do after this.
I've always been, for as long as I can remember, I've always been into cars. I got into like the mechanical aspect probably when I got my truck about like 2 years ago. That's when I actually started to get interested in what works and how it works and why and stuff like that. I found out about the Town of Islip internship by my auto tech teacher, Mr. Mizika. He said, you've shown like what you can do, and the top of the class, or the person who I believe is leading the class, Town of Islip is offering an unpaid internship so you could get a taste of the field. And I was really ecstatic about that.
We're not going to just send anyone, you know, you want to send somebody that's going to hopefully do this and continue with this path, and hopefully continue with the town.
This is my third day here, so they're starting me out slower. They're starting me out with stuff I know. I've been working on Explorers and Rangers and stuff like that. I've just been doing like oil changes and tires and stuff like that. But I do feel as if I can tell that they know that I know what I'm doing. So I really hope that in the near future I'll be working on the more heavy-duty stuff, and it's a great group of guys here. It's great.
I'm interested most in automotive because I want to learn how to fix my own cars, people's cars, make people happy. Before coming to the DVW today, I did have some automotive experience. I worked at Collegiate Services, and I worked on trucks and cars. helping people out. At my internship, I learned how to do like oil changes, like tire rotations. Today I just did an O2 sensor, but at BOCES, you start something, but you don't finish everything else. But here we finish everything else and then we go home. I think this internship is gonna help me to move on with my career and help me be a professional auto mechanic.
So far, so good. The 3 students we have are a great fit. They're very ambitious, ready to go. They come in work attire, ready to go, boots, safety glasses. They already know the basics.
I want to learn more about like how heavy-duty machinery works. How I know I have a little bit of experience with it. My dad's got a Power Stroke, and I got neighbors who have like big diesel trucks and stuff like that. But just stuff like that's in like the big tractor trailers and stuff like that, I feel it's an entirely different world, and I've wanted to get into that, and I plan on getting into that.
There are so many careers in the automotive industry that I think they come in and think all they're going to do is turn wrenches, and then they realize quickly after they're here that they can do anything. They can go something from as small as a weed whacker all the way up to a plane. I've even had students leave here that went and worked for a private jet company working on their planes. There's training involved, obviously, after this, but it's just to show you if they can work with their hands, they can pretty much do anything. So we try to use those examples for the kids.
I was thinking about going into a dealership, but that was before I came here. Here, I just didn't know, like, I didn't really have an experience with any sort of garage environment or stuff like that. I wanted to get into a dealership, and I wanted to just be really good at knowing one thing. At the Town of Islip, it's a lot more diverse in terms of what comes into the garage again, from like Ford Rangers to Fusions to like big tractor trailers to big like dump trucks to like your little town cars. It's I plan on staying here. I like it here.
What's happening now is we're starting to see some of our existing workforce starting to age out. So it's really important for us to find talent out there who can apply their skills and continue to serve the community. So this looks like a real win for everybody.
Well, finding talented guys is hard, but if we get to pick them from BOCES and they're already schooled, and especially if they were in the shop with us here, seeing what we do, it'd be a home run to get a guy that's already, kind of picking from the farm team, to come play in the majors.
They're working along with people. They're actually really thrilled with the quality of the individuals over there. In fact, in our garage, where we have a couple of these folks working currently, these people are really thrilled because many of them are BOCES graduates themselves, and they've been successful. So seeing this program grow and having a hand in it has just been wonderful for morale here.
I was actually a BOCES student myself. I did 3 years. I lucked out. I was able to get into BOCES for 10th, 11th, and 12th back in the day. My teacher was awesome. My dad's was a body guy. I was in a shop my whole life. The BOCES was very, very instrumental in me becoming a mechanic. I was able to score, have good grades in there, and from there I got into Ford. And that was my career as a Ford technician before I got into the Town of Islip.
A lot of the employees at the town from the shop were BOCES students, and I feel like they are more eager to give back because they were once sort of seeing themselves in the shoes of these students who are, looking for mentors, looking for these internship opportunities, and looking for these experiences that have shaped them into, like Vinny, a manager, head mechanics, all these mentors that are working with our students can see themselves in these students, so to speak, at one point in their life, and it's great that they're giving back.
My supervisor has been Keith. He's been helping me out through like rotating tires, doing some oil changes, letting me know where's the oil, how to take it out. It has been great. We joke around sometimes, but we get the work done.
Honestly, the selection process is up to BOCES to select the people who have skills in those areas. And so far, they've been hitting the ball out of the park. It's been great.
The hat I'm wearing, it's for it's a region-wide competition. It's GNADA, the Greater New York's Automotive Dealers Association. So it's basically the top of the class for BOCES. The top 4 they compete for regionals and then statewide. If you win states, you go to nationals, and then you can get upwards of like $100,000.
The Greater New York Auto Dealers Association, or Grenada, is a competition that they hold every year. It starts at the regional level, and they do that in Queens. It's over actually by the Lincoln Tech building. And they will do a competition which has hands-on stations, it has a car, it has dozens and dozens of things they have to do. And then as they compete through that, whoever the top 3 or 4 teams are will go to the state level. I had another team go to the state level. That's also there. They'll compete against everybody that's in New York State. So the first competition is basically Long Island City, and then the next one is all of New York State. The winner of that competition actually goes to the Javits Center and goes to the car show, and they compete nationally. So one team from all the different states will go and compete at the Javits Center. So it's a big deal for them to even get, you know, to the first level, basically, to be selected to go there, because it's such a small group.
Me and my partner, we got 6 out of like 35 or 36 teams. So we did really well, but we didn't do good enough to place. But other than that, it was a great experience, and I think that led me to the Town of Islip too.
We took some older vehicles from our fleet. We held them back from the auction, and we hire a number of people in the summertime to run our beaches and camps and our marinas, and we were able to rehab some of those vehicles and put them into service rather than buying a new vehicle and putting it out there for the summer. So we plan on repeating some of that. We had some older trailers that were destined for the scrap heap, and the BOCES students are going to be working on those.
We wanted to get students to not only go to the facilities, but get hands-on experience, as well as having the town vehicles come here so that we can develop a partnership where it's in-house and out-of-house, so to speak, in an effort to create opportunities for employment and internships and future partnerships.
I came to the Town of Islip with the experience, like, again, knowing of what to do, and everything that Mr. Maziki was showing on the board, like every drawing he drew out, everything like that he's basically taught us or told us, I've kind of seen, even in just the 3 days of being here. I've like seen it in real life, and I've like even like the community and stuff like that. He says how a shop normally runs, like. Just a normal like garage mechanics. You got the like Bob the machinist in the back just making parts out of nothing. I've definitely been able to use what I learned from BOCES here at the Town of Islip.
I tell them all the time, I said that it is if you can work with your hands, you'll never go hungry, and they can really have a good future. They're going to have to work hard and, constant learning, constant training. There's lifelong learning involved, but they will essentially, they'll set themselves up. They can have a really good life if they continue on it.
My whole life fixing cars, I've always had a paycheck. Coming to the town, it's definitely excellent benefits, a good place to work, and it's definitely a good career, for long-term working here. And it would be a good fit, if I get to, when the kids graduate, they could come, as soon as we hire, these 3 guys would definitely be a good pick. I would definitely hire them.
It's a great opportunity to be a career and technical education student here at the Academy and at BOCES. It really provides the students with great hands-on opportunity, future employment. It could serve as a stepping stone for some students, and for some students it serves as a career path for the many avenues that they can take, whether it's in automotive and healthcare or in any course that they choose to pick here.
I'm looking at Islip as it's a great place to work. Okay, a lot of people feed their families here. They grow their careers here. They still get benefits here. So it honestly is a very good place to work. And keeping some of these students on Long Island may be absolutely perfect. Perfect for Islip, perfect for our community, and perfect for BOCES. So I think it could be really great.